This week on Chuckload of Comics, it's our Star Wars Celebration pre-show special. We're breaking down everything you need to know if you're coming to the con, including details on that very confusing panel lottery registration. Also, where you can stream the entire thing live from the comfort of your own home. It's going to be a really big show. Stick around. This is Chuckload of Comics. Hey guys, welcome to a very special episode of Chuckload of Comics. Star Wars Celebration is 3 short days away.
Oh my gosh!
Shauna,
I'm so excited.
I love your BB-8 hat.
Isn't it awesome? I made this.
Remember,
you did. I did. I'm so proud of myself.
It looks great. It's huge and wobbly, and I love it. Guys, this is a very special episode. Typically, we break down the nerdy news of the week. Big week in the world of fandom, but unfortunately, we're not going to break down any of that stuff.
I know, right?
We're too excited about Star Wars Celebration, guys. It's descending upon the great city of Chicago in 4 short days.
Oh my gosh, it's this week, people. We've been waiting for this for a year now.
I know. We bought our tickets, dare I say, a long, long time ago.
It's just a long time ago.
A long time ago. I'm sorry.
Sheesh,
I
get
screwed
it
that up. We're going to break down some very important information about the panel lottery registration, the different stages where you can pre-register for panels, the queue lines, how to get there, the times. We got a ton of stuff we're going to unpack.
Yeah, fortunately, we read all through everything on the website so that you don't have to.
It was lengthy, man.
Yes,
it was like 4 pages of stuff to read, and I'm glad we read it because there's some very important information you need to know if you're coming.
Absolutely.
Before we get into the Star Wars stuff, guys, just a reminder, Chuckload of Comics is brought to you every single week by our good friends and patrons at Cold War Games, Arts, and Entertainment.
That's right.
Cold War is a company that makes indie comic book games, board games, card games. Their new game, Fight Your Friends, is now live on Kickstarter. You can purchase the game Fight Your Friends. Every single week, we unveil a new card from the card game Fight Your Friends. This week is no exception. This week's card is Jalen Tanyan.
Jalen, that's my mom's name.
It is your mother's name. Jalen Tanyan comes from the comic book Cigarettes and Carrot Juice.
That's awesome.
Love the name of that comic.
I know.
It's by our good friends Ash and Ashley. Ash Mazco and Ashley Witter is the writers and artists for this awesome comic book, Carrots and Cigarettes.
It's a webcomic,
Cigarettes
right?
and Carrots. It is a webcomic, so check them out, guys, and go to fightyourfriends.net. Check them out on Kickstarter. Pick up your copy of Fight Your Friends. So let's get into Star Wars.
Yes!
Shauna, I've been waiting for this convention forever.
I know.
If you're not familiar with what Star Wars Celebration, it's the big Disney convention every single year. It takes place in a different place in the world.
In the world, people!
It's been in Japan. It's been in London. It was in Anaheim one year. It was in Orlando last year. We told ourselves, I don't care where it is, we are buying tickets to Star Wars Celebration. And 3 weeks after I made that declaration, we got the news. It's coming to Chicago.
Yeah, we didn't have to go anywhere.
Could not be more excited. There's a lot of stuff to unpack, guys, so stick around. First thing I want to mention, if you can't make it to Chicago, if you're not coming to Star Wars Celebration, you can stream every single panel live.
That's so cool.
Online. Go to, it's the good people at the Star Wars YouTube channel, the official Star Wars YouTube channel. We're going to put a link to it in the description of this video. Typically, this is where we watch Star Wars Celebration.
Exactly.
All weekend long, we keep our television and our computers locked to the Star Wars YouTube channel because they actually stream it live as it's happening.
Yeah, the panels and everything, which is really cool.
Especially the big panel on Friday where they're going to be dropping the first trailer for Star Wars Episode 9.
Oh my gosh!
Go to the link in the description if you're not coming to the convention and watch it live.
Yeah.
Watch it live with all of us.
Yes.
And they do all the panels, like all the fun little droid panels and stuff. Every single panel is streaming live at the Star Wars YouTube channel.
So cool. So glad they do that.
Definitely check it out. It's tons of fun. Lots of great con covers, lots of great news that drops all weekend long. If you are going and you have received your badge, I cannot stress the importance enough to activate your badge.
Definitely.
I'm typically not the kind of person that activates a con badge because usually it's just, if you lose it, you can replace it. That's kind of the only point.
Right.
But at Star Wars Celebration, it's super important that you activate your badge because it unlocks all the great stuff, the panel registration that we're going to get into in just a minute.
Yes.
Make sure when you get your badge, there's instructions on the badge on how to activate it. you got to do it.
Yeah, and if you're picking up your badge that day at will call or whatever, again, you can just use your phone, but definitely activate it. Don't skip that process.
Don't, because you're going to miss out on a ton of stuff. I think you can activate it on the app.
Yep.
It just launched. If you're an Android user, the app just launched yesterday, and I think the Apple one should be launching pretty soon. I hope. No surprise they activated the Droid app.
I know, right?
Before any of the other ones, the Android app. Guys, the show is sold out except for Monday.
Yes.
But do not fear. If you don't have a ticket yet, you can go online, the Light Ticket Exchange, LYTE. Go to StarWarsCelebration.com. They've got an official ticket swap. People who bought a ticket and can't make it, they're selling them at face value.
Which is so cool.
It is
so
awesome.
glad they set that website up for people because, I mean, things happen. Life happens. We bought our passes a year ago. You have no idea if you can make it or not. So this site allows everybody that fell into some weird situation to just be able to sell it to some other nerdy fans that want to go.
And it's legit. It's not scalpers. They're not price hiking. Everything is at face value. So if you want to go, it's not too late. Just go to the Light Ticket Exchange. Just go to the Star Wars Celebration website and just search Light, L-Y-T-E Ticket Exchange. It'll take you right to the page you need to be at.
So cool.
If you are going, guys, dates, times, where it is. It's obviously April 11th through the 15th. 3 days from now. It's 5 days this year.
5 days!
It's never been a 5-day convention until now. So it kicks off on Thursday. It runs all the way through Monday.
Yes.
It is in the West Building at McCormick Place. If you've gone to C2E2 and you're familiar with McCormick Place, it's not in the same room as C2E2.
That's
so don't
the
go
South Building.
where you went to C2E2. That's the South Building. It's in the West Building, which is really just right across the street.
Sure, but still, it's kind of confusing.
It's like right
McCormick
next
Place
door
is
to the
huge.
Hyatt Hotel.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's basically right there, but it's not in that same giant hall.
Right.
Times: Thursday it runs from 1 to 8. Friday is 10 to 7. Saturday is 10 to 7. Sunday's 10 to 7, and Monday is 10 to 5.
Wow, that's a lot of hours of Star Wars.
That is a
people.
ton of Star Wars. Entrance
I love
into
it.
it, you can enter the con at the South Prairie Avenue and East Cermak Road entrance.
Sweet.
Pretty much right there by the Hyatt Hotel.
Yeah.
Right there on the corner. The weather's going to be really nice. We're having a heat wave. I think it's going to be in the 40s.
All right.
So if you're coming to
40s in
Chicago for the
April.
first time, trust me, 40s in April is a good stretch of weather here in Chicago in
It could be
April.
snowing, so be happy for 40-degree weather.
If you're not staying at the hotel at the convention hall, they have free shuttles. Getting to McCormick Place is super easy. There's L stops. You can take the L train pretty close. You can take the green line and the red line down to a McCormick Place general area. Just look that up online at
And
the
on
CTA.
the weekdays, you can take the Metro, which leaves from downtown as well. Like, so
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Monday, you can hop on that. That literally drops off in McCormick Place.
Inside
You don't
McCormick
even have
Place.
to walk outside.
If you don't want to take the train, the best way to get there, in my opinion, is the free shuttle.
Absolutely.
They've got big, luxurious shuttle buses that are picking up from Loop hotel locations. It takes you right to the front door.
Which is so cool.
It's the funnest way to get there because the buses are full of cosplayers and convention goers. Everybody's all happy and talking. It's the only way that we usually ever get to the McCormick Place conventions. Because just waiting in line for the bus to pick up is fun because it's a long line of cosplayers
And just people
great place
nerding
for
out
photo
about-
ops and get to meet people. Everybody's just nerding out about Star Wars. You're going to stand in a line with a bunch of stormtroopers and
Super excited people just waiting to get in. It's going to be great.
It's definitely the way to go, guys. If you're staying in the Loop, take the free shuttle. The maps for the free shuttle and the times are on the website. Just go to StarWarsCelebration.com, search for shuttle.
And
It'll take you right where you
It
need to
seems
be.
like they're running pretty frequently. I mean, as far as shuttles go, it's like every 20 to 30 minutes something will be by to pick you
And
up.
it's to and from. So
Yep.
they got morning ones that take you to the con, and they got evening ones that take you back.
So cool.
It is the way to go. It's the
Yeah.
funnest way to travel. It's comfortable bus. I've never had to wait for a bus. It's like they're never overly full because they
Right.
run so often.
Yep. And we live up further north in Chicago, but we'll just take the train downtown
And
get
hop on
the
a shuttle bus. Yeah,
bus 'cause
it's the
so much
funnest
fun.
way to go, guys. So on to what's going on at the convention. The stages. There's a lot of panel rooms. There's a lot of panel stages. There's going to be a ton going on at the convention. The main stages, the ones that you're going to see kind of the bigger panels at, are the Celebration stage, the Galaxy stage, and the Twin Suns stage. The Celebration stage is the big one.
Yes.
It takes place in the Wintrust Arena, which is the giant. It's a basketball arena where like DePaul University plays. It's huge. It's got like 30,000 capacity.
Lots of seats.
So that's the big one. And the Galaxy and the Twin Sun stages are also ones where big panels are going to be taken on. Like the Warwick Davis stuff when he interviews celebrities and cast members. Those are going to be at the Celebration, the Galaxy, and the Twin Sun stages.
So cool.
The smaller stages, you've got the fan stage, the collector's stage, the podcast stage, and the university stage. Fan stage, there's some really cool stuff going on. It's just kind of for fans.
Yeah.
You're going to see the Schmodown. If you're fans of Collider. and the Schmoes Know Show, they are doing the live Schmodown from the fan stage on Friday.
That's so cool.
The collector stage is where you're going to see collectibles, swag.
Sure.
Hasbro is going to be unveiling some really cool new toys on the collector stage. I know. The podcast stage is a really cool one. They are doing live podcasts all weekend long.
Wow.
They're doing the Jedi Council, also Collider.
Sweet.
Live Jedi Council is going to be at the podcast stage, I think, on Sunday.
Oh, man.
Maybe it's Saturday. Double check that. And the university stage is just kind of going to be more of a kind of informative kind of thing. They're doing a lot of lightsaber, like routines and stuff. It's actually like they're doing presentations. They're doing like actual shows, like lightsaber shows at the university stage.
Oh, I can't wait.
My favorite stage that we stream every single time, it's on the show floor. It's Star Wars Show Live. If you ever watched the Star Wars Show on the Star Wars YouTube channel, they broadcast from the Lucas farm, Lucas Studios, and they're going to be live. Whenever a guest, like a big guest, leaves one of the big panels, they go right to the show floor stage.
Yeah.
It's located right in the middle of the show floor. Just park yourself in front of this stage, because I don't think they announce what guests are coming to that stage. You just got to kind of park yourself there and bring them out. The hosts from the Star Wars show are the moderators at that stage.
Nice.
It's the coolest, funnest little stage, and it's right in the middle of all the action.
Yeah.
So speaking of panels, this is probably the most important thing we're going to break down in this whole show.
Couldn't agree more.
Everybody that's going to Star Wars Celebration wants to be in that room when they drop the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer.
Yep.
When all the cast comes out, JJ comes out, Kathleen Kennedy's coming out. That's the one everybody wants to be at.
Absolutely.
They are not doing a queue line for this panel.
Nope. They're actually not doing a queue line for any of the major panels.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to win the lottery.
Yep.
There's a panel lottery that actually ended last week. They have extended the panel lottery.
Dun, dun, dun.
Till Monday. If you're watching this on Sunday, activate your badge. Go sign up for the panel lottery, because it's the only way to get into these main Celebration stage panels.
Yes, and you do that from the Celebration webpage.
You can do it from the Celebration website, or you can do it from the app.
Yep.
Definitely do that, because it's the only way to get in. If you can't get in, if you don't get selected for the Celebration stage main panels, they are going to be doing a live stream of the panel at the Galaxy and Twin Sun stages.
But those are also
lottery.
Part of the lottery.
Guys, I can't stress enough. Sign up for the lottery if you want to go to these panels. And if you don't get picked, at least you tried. It's better than having to stay in a line all night long.
Right, I agree. Because, sometimes people, we've seen it at prior Star Wars celebrations where people will spend the night in line, and some of these people don't even get in. So at least you're not wasting your whole day waiting in line and then being told, nope, you still can't see the panel.
Yeah, I really hope we get picked for this thing.
I know, I do too.
If we don't, I'm not going to cry. I can still stream it live from the lobby on YouTube.
And like you said, Wintrust Arena, it's an arena,
it's
so
big.
it's a lot of people they can fit in there. But they did say if for some crazy reason that they don't fill to capacity with the lottery, that they will be open for registration that day. You still have to register. Again, there's no queue line. But I'm sorry, people, that's not going to happen.
It's going to fill up.
It's going to fill up with the lottery, so definitely sign up for the lottery.
Well, the panel registration, I'm glad you brought that up. The other panels,
yes,
like all the other panels that are happening that week, they are giving you an opportunity to register for guaranteed access. You can register
which is also very cool.
on the app, on the website, and they're also going to have kiosks in front of each panel room where you can just go in there and plunk in a time that you want to go. It's first come, first serve, so when it fills up, it fills up. You can register for one panel per person, per stage, per day.
Yes.
So I think that means you can register for pretty much anything you want, but you can't
do multiple panels at one stage.
Right.
Yes. You can still go. They will have queue lines for those panels, but of course you're risking it if you don't register, because they'll just let you in if there's not Wait,
Yeah.
if they're not filled.
I like that. I like that
I do
you
too.
don't. It really cuts down on having to wait in queue lines,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Because also something important to note: the celebration stage, the big stage, they are not clearing
Yeah.
the panel hall. You
Nope.
could theoretically bring a bunch of sandwiches and just sit in the celebration stage
And
the
beer.
entire day. So just rest assured. I mean, if you get in, maybe you want to stay in for a couple of panels.
Yeah.
Because I mean, logistically, it's impossible to shuffle 20,000 people out and then shuffle 20,000 people more in.
Couldn't agree
I get
more.
it.
Yeah.
But there will be queue lines for other panels, like the
Yes.
smaller panels. Everything besides the 11 a.m. panels. The 11 a.m. panels are the big ones.
Yes.
These are the ones you have to register for the lottery. The Friday 11 a.m. is the big episode 9 panel.
There are no panels on Thursday.
No panels on Thursday. Saturday is the Disney Star Wars Land. They're doing a whole unveiling of everything you're going to see at Disney Star Wars Land, which none of us are ever going to get to because it's expensive and tickets are going to be sold out. So in about 10 years, when you finally get to go walk onto the Millennium Falcon, you will have already seen it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Star
true.
Wars Celebration. Sunday is the Mandalorian panel.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. I
Jon
hope we get
Favreau is
that
going to
too.
be there. He's going to be I don't think they're going to show the whole first episode, but I'm sure we're going to see a lot of cool footage from The
Sure,
Mandalorian.
sure.
And then Monday is the Episode 1 Phantom Menace 20th Anniversary panel.
Wow.
All of these happen at 11 a.m.
Yep.
at the Celebration
Yep.
stage. And you have to sign up for the lottery if you
Yep.
want to get into these.
Can't do it any other way.
And you can sign up for the lottery for all of them.
Yeah,
It's
yes.
separate lotteries. So can't stress it enough, guys. Sign up for the lottery.
And if you do have, like, if you're like us and you have a group of people that you know that are going and you bought individual passes, there is a way to register as a group
Good point.
for these lotteries.
So you
Just
can't
go
all
to the
sit together.
website, it'll explain it to you, but they'll give you like a group code so that all of you can register as a group.
So you
and
can
get
all
seats.
sit
Yep,
together.
Yep.
So yeah,
Reebok
can't stress that
really
enough.
thought this out.
They did. And, you know, at first I was kind of a little bit bummed that it was
Mm-hmm.
a lottery system, but the more I think about it, it's the only way to really do it.
I think so too.
And
It
keep it
allows
fair.
you right, and it allows you to enjoy the rest of the convention too, without having to wait in queue lines all day.
Exactly. Speaking of lines, if you're showing up to Star Wars Celebration to buy toys and buy exclusive merchandise, there is a Star Wars Celebration store. The line for this thing is out the door
Yes.
and down the street.
To
So
spend money.
what they're doing, if you go to the Star Wars Celebration website, they have what they call the light speed lane, where you
Sweet.
can register for a time to go into the store.
That's so cool.
So again, you don't have to wait in line. You can
Yeah.
just register for, I want to go to the store at 2 o'clock on Thursday.
right.
Then you just have a time where you can just walk right in.
That's such a great idea.
Yeah.
And also for people that want to buy merchandise online, like because obviously they have a bunch of exclusive merchandise. Again, you can do that through the app, but you have to activate your badge
Have
so
to
that they
activate your
know
badge.
because not everybody can just log on and buy the exclusive merchandise. You have to have a pass, but you can still buy it online if you have a pass. Activate that pass
Yep.
and get the app. So there you go.
Well, there's other things to do besides purchasing things and
Spending more money.
going to panel. Well, speaking of spending more money, guest photo ops and autographs are starting to sell out. I think the Warwick Davis photo ops have already sold out completely.
Davis photo ops and autographs are sold
Completely
out.
sold out. So get online. There's a lot of great guests coming. Anthony Daniels, Billy D. Williams,
Woohoo!
Forrest Whitaker, Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Anakin is the most expensive photo op they got.
I'm sorry, I'm a little shocked by that.
I'm not, because we're
20th
ushering him
anniversary.
back.
That's true.
He's back. Fans love Hayden Christensen.
Do you think he's going to make an appearance in episode 9?
I do.
You
I
do?
think there's a high probability we're going to see young Anakin
Oh, okay.
somewhere in there.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think that's a pretty good chance. Ian McDermott, Peter Mayhew, Ray Park,
So
Warwick
cool.
Davis, many more. Lots of great guests coming. So get online, buy your photo ops, buy your autographs. They're not crazy expensive except for the Hayden Christensen one.
Right.
They range from like $40 to $200.
Yes.
$200 is the Anakin one.
Yep.
But like Forrest Whitaker's a little bit more expensive. Billy D. Williams, I think, is like $100-something bucks.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of great ones out there. So fill up your posters with autographs.
That's right.
You know? Everybody who's anybody is going to be at this thing. And if you're not into that, there's tons more stuff to do.
Absolutely.
There are lots of special events. If you go to the Star Wars Celebration website and click on the features tab, you can go to other special events. They have a tattoo pavilion.
Sweet.
If you want to go get some
I
fresh
hope
Star
it's
Wars
called
ink.
Tatooine.
Oh my God! If it's not called Tatooine, Shauna, Mind blown.
Why would it not be?
Oh my God! The whole section for the tattoos should be called Tattooing.
Right?
You just blew my mind, Shauna.
Oh, no.
You should be working at the marketing department at Star Wars. There's a speed dating.
Call me Reed Pop.
Nerd Night speed dating. If you want to find that special someone who's into Star Wars just like you are, sign up for the speed dating thing. They've got it for men seeking women, women seeking men, women seeking women, men seeking men.
Yep.
Really fun. I know some people who have gone to this thing before. It's a lot of fun. It's a good way to
Yeah.
just, make friends. Dating, it's kind of weird because people are coming from all over the country.
Right. And they might be in cosplay, so you might not even see
It
their
should
face.
just be called Nerd Night Make a Pen Pal, because
Right.
chances are you guys don't live in the same town and probably won't make a love connection, but try it anyway. It's fun. Portfolio reviews. They've got a room where if you're a writer or if you're a comic book artist or any kind of artist, you can take your portfolio into this room, and the people at Disney, at Star Wars, will review
awesome.
your portfolio and let you know if either you have talent or you are just wasting your time. There's also a really cool art show for a custom original art, Star Wars art. I'm not sure if it's a auction or if it's just a straight up show.
Interesting.
There's lots of really cool events and stuff going on. There's after hours events you can go to. I think there's like a Star Wars karaoke night.
Oh, that would be awesome.
They're showing movies. They're showing 2 feature Star Wars films every single night.
Cool.
Like you can go see Solo and Rogue One. And I don't know why you would pay hundreds of dollars to go into a convention to watch something you could probably watch at home. But, if you just want to
Might
sit
be
down
a
and
nice
relax.
break. Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, the show floor, guys. The show floor map is out. It's not as big as it is at C2E2. If you've been to C2E2, it's not that sprawling thing because there's no artist alley.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's still pretty big.
Yeah, didn't we say Think Geek's going to be there
Think
too
Geek.
with the store? Yes.
The people at Think Geek are going to be there. I'm pretty sure Ultra Sabers and those people are going to be there. There's a giant Funko section. Of course, Lego's going to have a really big presence. Hasbro's got a really big presence.
Yes.
Disney Store obviously has got a really big presence.
Right. And everything there is licensed and official. They're not selling anything. They don't even allow people to come in that could be like forgeries or
Selling
whatever.
garbage.
So, yeah.
So, guys, get excited. I could not be more stoked.
So
I know we
excited.
covered a lot today on this show.
I know.
Guys, so that's kind of our Star Wars Celebration show. Again, it's in 3 days. If you're new to the channel, take a second, click that subscribe button. Chuckload of Comics is a weekly show. Every single Sunday, we just break down all the nerdy headlines.
That's
This week's a
right.
bit of a special, a little bit of an exception. But yeah, we're like headline news for geeks. We break down the week's nerdy headlines every single Sunday right here on YouTube. Click the subscribe button. Click that little bell next to it so you get notifications every time we post something new. And thanks a lot for joining us, guys. I hope you learned a little bit of important information about
Yes.
Star Wars Celebration.
And if you run into us there, stop us and say hi.
Stop and say hi. Say thank you for posting that really long show with all that detailed information. So, guys, we will see you at Star Wars Celebration, or we'll see you here next Sunday on Chuckload of Comics. Have a fantastic week.
May the Force be with you.
Good call.